up, guys? My name is Brendan, and this is Student of the Community. In this series, you guys send me your clips through Instagram's direct messenger, and then I give you the best tips I can. That way, we're all able to learn from each other and become students of the entire tricking community. And guys, keep submitting your clips because there is a new episode coming out every Friday. So with that said, let's get started. Our first clip comes from Zan, and he sent us a video of his gainer switches. He does 3, and that's pretty difficult. So guys, let's check it out and give him some tips. First, I want to say those were some good gainer switches. Doing 3 in a row is not easy, and you should be pretty proud of yourself. But if you want to do even more, like to the point where you're able to do 5 or 10 gainer switches in a row, there's 2 things I think you really need to focus on. The first is your spotting. As you did gainer switch to gainer switch to gainer switch, your eyes started getting stuck on your landing. What I mean by that is your first gainer switch had a good hollow body to arched body position change, spotting your landing as you were in the eagle, and then looking back as you swung up. That said, in your second gainer switch, your eyes got stuck to your landing, so you weren't able to swing as effectively. And that only grew when you did your third gainer switch, where your eyes were stuck to the ground almost the entire time. So next time you do your gainer switches, really focus on your spotting forward as you're in the eagle position, forward as you swing, and then back the second you leave the ground. If you focus on your spotting, you'll probably be able to get a lot more consistency out of your gainer switch. The second thing you really need to focus on is your lines. If you swing a leg that's bent, it's not going to have nearly as much power as if you swung a straight leg. And this same thing goes for your arms. If you're swinging your arms all bent up, you're not going to get nearly as much power as if you extended them and really brought them through their full range of motion. Next time you're working on your gainer switch, try and extend that swing leg just a little bit to get more power. Plus, if you focus on your spotting, you'll be able to keep that power as you go from switch to switch to switch. But keep training. Those were good gainer switches. Our second clip comes from Ryan, and he sent us a video of his touchdown rise. He says he's having issues with his consistency. So guys, let's check it out. Ryan, that was a great touchdown rise, but I can see why it would be inconsistent. The first thing that I see is your run-up. You did this giant momentum step in this run-up before you started your touchdown rise, and as you did that run-up, your head was kind of spotting everywhere, your arms were kind of loose, and your legs took a bunch of little steps they didn't need to take. If you want to get your touchdown rise more consistent, focus on the consistency of your momentum step and your run-up. If you can get your run-up super consistent, you shouldn't have any issues when you're doing your touchdown rise. The thing that I saw was you did that huge run-up, and then you even paused a little bit before you started the touchdown rise. If you're going to be doing a run-up, you need to translate all that momentum into the skill you're about to perform. So what I would strongly recommend is focus on that run-up, that momentum step. If you can get a lot of control out of your momentum step, you should have a lot more control when you're doing the touchdown rise. And also keep in mind, your form was pretty good. You had good technique as you were performing the touchdown rise. You just had that huge momentum step beforehand that kind of got you a little discombobulated. What I would recommend is maybe train the touchdown rise from standing, work on that momentum step until you're able to have some control, and then put them together. That will result in the best setup possible. But that was a good touchdown rise, so keep training. Our third clip comes from Tim, and he sent us a video of his cart front. He says he's having some issues with his legs, so guys, let's check it out.
Ja. Ja. Ja.
Tim, that was a great attempt, but there's 3 things that I think you should do if you want to land this trick. The first is get some confidence in that cartwheel. If you can cartwheel fast and strong, you'll have a lot easier of a time when you use it as a setup for tricks like the front tuck. Now, what I saw when you did your cartwheel was you kind of did it slow and with a little bit of hesitation. If you can do it fast and with confidence, you'll have a lot easier of a time using it as a setup for tricks like the front tuck. The second thing that I think you really need to focus on is your legs, and you referenced it when you asked your question. What I would recommend is to use your body as almost like a teeter-totter, pivoting around your hip joint as you bring one leg down to the ground. That will help a ton to get your legs right beneath you before you take off. And it'll help you get your legs beneath you if you also speed up that cartwheel a bit, like I mentioned earlier. The third thing that I think you really need to do is push off the ground using your arms. When you did that cartwheel, it almost looked like you lifted your arms towards your body instead of pushing off the ground to get your body up for the next trick. If you can push off the ground really hard, you'll be able to add power into that next trick, and you'll be able to get that leg beneath you. If you can push up and drive that leg under you and jump, you'll have all the height you need to perform the cart front. But that was a good attempt. Like I said, there are 3 things you really need to focus on. Do the cartwheel faster and with confidence. Pivot over that hip joint to get that leg beneath you, and push off the ground hard with your arms to set you into that next trick. But that was a great clip. Thank you so much for sending it in. Our 4th clip comes from Peppa, and he's looking for some help on his rise. He wants to know if it counts or not, and if I had any tips on how he could improve it. So guys, let's check it out. Peppa, that was a good rise, and I would totally count it as the technique. But there is one thing I think you should focus on if you want to get it better, and that is your arms. If you swing your arms more vertically as you set for your rise, you'll get a little bit more inversion than if you swing them horizontally like you did for the clip you sent in. If you swing your arms almost like you're going to do a Gumby, you'll get a lot more of an inverted rise than if you just threw them horizontally. But your rise was really good. You had great technique and you landed in a fantastic eagle position. So there's not that much I want you to change. Just next time you try your rise, try and throw your arms a bit more vertically. Our 5th and final clip comes from Quentin, and he sent us a video of his SnapOohSwipe. This is one of the most difficult tricks in the sport. So guys, let's check it out and give him some tips.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
First, I want to say that was a good SnapOohSwipe. You did a good job of kicking your target and then ripping in the twist. But you could make it even better. There's just 3 things I think you should focus on. The first is the kick. That middle kick of the SnapOohSwipe is so important. And if you want to make it bigger and better, drill your side swipe. If you can have a nice, high, big side swipe with a massive kick, that will translate directly into your SnapOoh. I had a lot of trouble learning the SnapOohSwipe, So what I did was I did 30 side swipe a day for like 2 weeks, and then I had the SnapOoh without any issue at all. Guys, the better your side swipe is, the more it will directly translate over to the SnapOohSwipe. The second is, if you want to get your SnapOoh a little bit more inverted, kick that rise leg, that back leg, more vertically in the beginning. As you were setting for the SnapOoh, you kind of turned early and kicked that leg to the side instead of straight behind you. If you drive that leg straight behind you, you'll get more of an inverted set that will give you more of a vertical SnapOohSwipe, making that kick look even bigger. The third thing I think you should really focus on is your arms. As you were doing that rise set in the beginning, you spun your arms completely horizontally. And if you want to get a more vertical SnapOohSwipe with the proper inversion, you need to swing your arms vertically to translate that momentum into the SnapOoh. So if you can focus on that side swipe and get a bigger kick, drive that back leg more vertically, and swing your arms more vertically, you'll get a much bigger and better SnapOohSwipe. But it's already really good, and this trick is so difficult. You should be so proud that you got this far, and use these tips to take it even further. Thank you so much for watching, and a special thank you to all the people who sent in their clips. If you want to get your clip featured on next week's Student of the Community, direct message them to me at Mastering Tricking on Instagram. And guys, if you want to support this channel and help me create more content just like this, go to howtomastertricking.com and look around, maybe become a patron. Guys, thank you again and have a lovely day.